Welcome back to another episode of No Chaser Live Talk Podcast. I am your host, Remy Roe, and in the building, we got this guy here sitting to my right. He is declarated. Man, you've probably seen him on numerous of flyers, advertisements, everything, man. His name is like so hot and buzzing throughout this Tampa Bay region and throughout the industry. And I'm just proud to say I've seen this guy grow from when he first started to where it has catapulted to now. Pusha Preme, man. Without further ado, we got the Pusha Preme in the building.
Man. Thank you, man.
Sitting down, man. What's good, my brother?
Cool, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. It's great to have you here, man, tonight to sit down with me and let's just kind of chop it up and go over everything that you got going on. I know the people want to know, also. So, What's new, man? I know it's a lot that's going on right now. We kind of was diving in a little bit before the camera started rolling, but
yeah.
What's going on right now currently in Pusha Preme's life, man?
So right now we have our Christmas party at Crowbar. We collab with my guy Tom from Crowbar. And what we're doing with the proceeds from that show is that we're going to make sure that we're going to go and buy gifts for these kids in the hospital. I believe it's St. John. So he picked the hospital. He's been doing it for a while now.
Okay.
Normally when I do a Christmas party, I always aim to make sure that I get people shoes because I come from that background to where it's like my mom, I tell the story all the time, she was like, yo, what do you want? You want school supplies or you want shoes? And that was like a crazy ass choice for me because like, okay, well, if I get shoes at Christmas, but I don't look good, then I have a horrible summer. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stick with the school supply. So my first pair of like Jordans was until I got to high school. You know what I'm saying? So like, my mom told me like a really keen lesson about that because it's like it's like desires and like importance for like a legacy.
She raised you right, and bigger than that, you made the right decision because you know how many niggas would have picked them goddamn J's and would have been the nigga in class begging for a pencil and begging to borrow paper. That shit used to aggravate the hell out of me. Like, damn, nigga, you ain't bring nothing. First day of school and you begging somebody for a damn pencil.
And then like some people was like they probably watching this like, oh well, that's me now and I got through. But like you gotta understand, like the teacher treats you different, right? Like they go through so many different students. Like for them, they gonna go through the students that got their shit together because they gonna get them the A's and the B's. That's gonna boost they end of the year rating because that teacher has to make sure she has a certain rating to be able to teach the next year.
Absolutely,
or that bitch go.
Absolutely.
So when my mom moved to Tampa, she was like, I've given you Christmas, birthday gifts, all that. So if you get anything else from me, it gotta like make sense. Right. You gotta substitute that. So I've always learned that what sacrifices, you know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. That's so real. That's big too, man. Giving back, and just to have the mindset, here you are in the position you're in and you're doing a concert and taking the proceeds and donating it for those that are less fortunate. So
yeah, definitely.
That's a big salute.
The thing is like I understand the shoe culture, and I understand how the shoe culture provides an influence on an individual. And you may live on 34th in Hillsborough, you know what I'm saying? You might live in Harlem or in the Bronx like I did, and you don't have a lot of confidence. You don't have a lot of dope-ass clothes, but you got shoes. And the shoes is going to provide you with the confidence so that you can be in class and not feel like you less than the next man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understood how shoes play, whether, for me, like I said, I had my first pair of Jordans until I was like in high school. It was always the Pippins, Rodmans, always some off-brand shit. But like, I understand how it plays such a key part in today's society, you know what I'm saying? Like your appearance, your shoes, your clothes, and sometimes you can't have all the clothes, but the right pair of shoes could definitely
set it off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I ain't had my first pair of J's, so I was growing up to buy them too. I was like, 17, 18 when I bought my first pair of J's, and I bought them myself. Like
that shit feels good, don't it?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that shit feels good, bro.
Yeah, it was like shit. Bro, I ain't mind going in the mall and dropping 130, 140 on these motherfuckers.
Bro, I stood in line and all that. It's like when you get that, it's like it's different because people treat you different. Now, it's wrong for people to treat you different because of the shoes, but it's like, once you understand the social class, it don't matter. Like even today, like today, there's a social class, and when you're within those confines, then you're able to maneuver. Because at the end of the day, you got to survive, man. You can't really rely on the way people look at you and view you.
Right.
You have to survive for you and your family and your family name.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
God.
Absolutely, man. So we both follow each other, and a lot of things that we have going on. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that I noticed, and I want to big up and salute you on, it's probably been about a year ago when you signed a deal with Rock Nation, the distribution.
Yeah, so we did the distribution deal with Rock Nation, and the reason why we didn't do a full-fledged deal is like when we was talking with the numbers with them, it didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me, like.
You're not the first person I heard say that. Coming like I've heard from Rock Nation, a lot of the deals that they're presenting to artists have been real crappy deals, and a lot of artists have turned them down. Actually,
yeah. The thing is like I feel like with a lot of artists, when you give an opportunity, but you're not treating your music like a business,
right?
Then you have two different perspectives on it.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
for me, I've had an LLC since high school. You know what I'm saying? From back when me and Nova and everybody else, we was Spades Inc. We was already doing music shit, selling CDs and stuff like that. Like I already knew that. My mom put me on because my mom had an LLC when she came out here.
Right.
So she was working at TGH, but she also had an LLC and she was working on the side. And she always told me like, yo, having the business on the side is like having a kid that's always going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So I got my LLC and I just kind of just
dropped
like
jewels
that.
on you early.
Yeah, because the thing about America could be wicked if you understand how to play the game.
Right.
So I've had an LLC for that long, but I never knew how to like make money off my LLC.
Right.
I thought an LLC was like a flex and shit like that.
Right.
Until I got older, I started fucking with Dread and H and like everybody else. So when I went to Rock Nation with it, and I understood that like, yo, I can actually build business credit to my LLC to an S corp, and then instead of me going to Rock Nation and begging for 150, I could just go to a bank and get 150,
easy, and
then just bet on myself
and finance yourself.
Exactly. So before I went there, I wanted to see what they had because I was busy for a long. Like if you've been to any of our shows and stuff like that, we do 150 to 300 a show. Mm-hmm. We do that at $20 a pop. So you do the math. So we can literally like eat off what we got going on, not including merch and everything like that. So and the stream. So and we had billboards. So it was like the thing is like I thought that for me to be able to get to a level of respect to where I can get more fans, that I had to be signed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. For me to be on Jimmy Kimmel and all that. But honestly, like all those guys is all third party shit. Yeah. You'll be signed to TDE or Rock Nation or Def Jam, and they have a third party nigga who they go to and they make sure that shit happens. Right. So what the fuck am I doing all this for? I'm putting all the work in. I'm going to give them my publishing for what? You know what I'm saying? It's like the title doesn't hold the same weight that it used to.
It doesn't.
But the thing is, I don't discourage anybody because for me, I had an early family, so my intentions with music is a lot different than most niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you chasing a deal and stuff like that, and you got no fucking responsibilities, chase that deal, get that shit, bro.
Right.
Get that 100, get that 300, and then flip that shit.
Right.
But for me, 150, 200 is not enough.
Right.
It's not enough because
for us, that's not enough.
Nah, hell nah, it's not because I have a band.
Right.
So before that, I gotta feed those niggas. You know what I'm saying? We're going tour. The music gotta get feed too. Yeah. I gotta make sure that I put the bread out there to get the merch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give me merch for free on the back end.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like once I understood all that, and he was talking to me, I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'd rather just do a partnership. Mm-hmm. Partnership distribution, and then let me exercise on the things that you guys have available. So now it's like I can do a lot more things that most people can't do.
Right.
But it costs the same shit, you know what I'm saying? So I can do it now if I have the bread now, but you can do it now too if you have the bread now. Right. It's just you might have to go through another nigga that might charge you $500 on top of what you're going to do.
Right.
It's the same shit though, you know what I'm saying? So, a big shout outs to Macklemore. He did the right way. He went on LinkedIn and found everybody that was fired or had left the label, connected with them, and then that's how he blew his shit up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anybody just did the homework.
Yeah, for real, because a lot of these individuals,
that's the way.
It's a job, King.
I follow artist LaRussell out on the West Coast.
Shout out to LaRussell.
And humble brother, man. And like I was following him before he blew, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To the point where nigga used to chat back and forth on IG. Like, you know what I'm saying, when I used to comment on his shit. And I'm like, man, this cat pretty cool. And then, hearing him have a conversation similar like what you're saying with Rock Nation, when he got the opportunity to sit down with them and said the same thing basically that you're saying. It's like I'm hearing the same conversation.
Yeah, no, the thing about his brand, it's too big, man.
Yeah, now it is. But you got to think, he started just like you started. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I wish that I would have done that he done was I wish I would have learned from H and had a hub. Like, this is my spot. So with Hooch and Hive, Hooch and Hive was my spot, but I didn't own it. I wanted to do more venues so I could build more relationships. Well, Russell was just like, nah, I'm going to circle my hub to be my Emerly, my Hooch and Hive, my Sky.
Right,
so you come here to see me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then now what happens now when he tours, you see all those people, you're going to want to book him. Right. Because it's like, damn, everyone see him over there. He got those numbers. So,
he created the type of, his leverage was, it was stupid. It was unheard of.
Facts.
So when he sat down with Rock Nation, it was like, they put a check out there. It was like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you do that type of legwork that you're speaking on, you're right. I mean, it would be better off just let's do a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, because
and if you negotiate right, you can't have a partnership. Anybody out there that's listening to this, for me, it's just like I have an investor, I have my team, so I have so many hands in the pot. I can't really just like take some shit selfishly. Right. It has to make sense for everybody. And, some people will be like, oh, that's the MC Hammer mentality. But that's fine because, like, end of the day, I sleep at night and I have my team. You know what I'm saying? Right. And God's going to put what he does. Like, when I came to Tampa, I was on the couch and I went from doing that and then being, like, the top fucking revered artist out in Tampa. You know
right.
So, from recording with Lava and taking Ubers to, like, not recording with Lex and, like, you know what I'm saying? Get fronted sessions, getting fucking producers want to work with me. It's crazy, man. So,
that's crazy.
I tell everybody, like, yo, just, stick to the plan, stay focused, and don't really look for all of them pats on the back. They don't come when you want them.
And watch out for them culture vultures and them people that's going to ride your wave. They see you got motion and you're doing something, and now everyone want to, let's do a track, or, let's, where was you? You know what I'm saying? When I was in here in the kitchen cooking it,
fucking hardest niggas to fucking
you know what I'm saying? Man. Like, man, it's crazy, and that's why, like, when you look at what I do, the faces and the people who I work with doesn't change too much. I still rock with a lot of my day one type. I call them my bros. We blood couldn't make us no closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know my kids, I know they kids, they whizzes, you know what I'm saying? We've been through everything together. So it's like, right now at this point, it's kind of hard to bring somebody in new that haven't been through shit with me. You feel me?
The good thing is that I like about your music is very timeless. So it's like, once you kind of like, you take the opportunity to kind of get in and you dive into it, because I feel like, because I
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, for me, it's always facts, man. It's never like nothing fabricated. When I met you, it was like, oh, he's an artist. It took a minute because your sister was fucking bigging you up crazy. So it was like, okay. But when I met you, it was so chill. So like, I didn't know what to expect, right? Because you gave up more of like, I like you in media because you ask the right questions. You got good energy, right? So when I heard him, it's like, oh shit, cool. I think for you, like it would just have to be like a product that's like telling a story of who you are, and then it's just like capturing that moment, and then you just like roll that shit down, and everybody you'll stick with it. Yeah. You have a really good story. Like I was listening to just something that you had sent me. I listened to the lyrics, and it's like, oh shit. I be forgetting that you're a low key hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting sometimes. You've grown from that, but there's a lot of niggas, that's out there on 40th or 34th Street or West Tampa, East Tampa. Right. They need to hear that shit because, like, like some of them niggas be like, oh, well, I don't want to be in the call center. No one's saying that you have to do any of that, but but you don't have to like stay on that fucking pink ass building over there on 34th Street.
That's real, man. You gotta be smart about whatever hustle you do. You know what I'm saying? And that was me. I did a lot of things I didn't want to do to make ends meet. But you know, at some point, I had to smarten up because I made some mistakes and did some things that I ain't proud of. And I knew that, you know, like in that song that you mentioned, that Act Crazy, I had a young son watching me. Like, do I want him to see me go down this path? Do I, you know what I'm saying? And even though a lot of the shit I'm doing is for him to have a better life, but at the same time, he'll look at me real crazy if I ain't here. You know, can you imagine he wake up one day, he's 17, 18 years old, and he like, where the fuck my daddy at? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality, and that's the shit that a lot of niggas don't really. I mean, I won't say they don't think about it, but it don't affect their decision.
They don't think about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
They don't think about it, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like
for me, it's like it's like part of my writers. It's like okay,
right.
Like Preme, come to this club. Cool. What time you need me there? 2. All right, now we have a problem because why do you need me there till 2? You know what I'm saying? Like I need the explanation because the thing is like. You're taking away from my family, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, no, that the thing you'd be so surprised how like a lot of people value the fact that you value your family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, we have a run, but when that run is done, who keeps the shit going? The family. Look at the Lakers, bro. Like fucking the Bus family is being ran by the fucking daughter. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
crazy.
Man, that is, man. Hey, question. How many, if you could just think, how many shows you think you've done in a year, the most you think you've ever did? Because you do a lot of shows, bro.
I would say like in my in my thought time when I was with Yism, I would say about 30. Yeah, about 30, 40 shows. Like there was one time where it's like we was doing a show every other week. Yeah. So if there's 12 months, and you tell them about 2, about 24. And there's sometimes where we're doing 2 shows in one day because you have a feature with somebody. I got a show here, and now we got to fucking go to Pegasus Lounge and do that one song. So yeah, I would say like 30. Yeah. But I don't regret any of it. Can I do that now? No, I can't do that now. Because
it's more strategic now. Yeah, and it got to make sense. It got financially like. You got a brand now, so you got to think. You know, if they're gonna put your name on a flyer, and this venue is gonna make, I don't give a damn if they only gonna make $100 off you. You should be getting a cut of that $100.
No, dead ass. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And nothing against promoters. I get it. Like I get what they're trying to do, but it's like I just wish they'd be more upfront about it. Like like I need to get more people there because you know, big shouts to my man Vibes and big shouts to Taylor Moore. I'm like, yo, listen, you don't have to deal with like the stress of bringing me to perform. Like, you want to work on the advertising, the marketing, that's my bag. We could just work on that. Right. Like, I don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, I don't want them to have an expectation of numbers when it's not my show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you come to my show, you understand that you're getting my show. The reason why we're able to sell $20 tickets, $50 tickets, and do $150 to $300, because we're providing the experience, bro. Like, if you're doing a show and we don't have the same mindset of experience, then it's not gonna fucking align.
That's real.
I have my dancers, I have my band.
Your show is, and I can imagine, I haven't seen you live in a while, but I can still recall when I saw you when you performed at the Love, Lust, Sex, Music 1 year anniversary event.
Bro, no, bro, that's not even the same.
I know it's not the same. I know it's nuts now because even listening to your music now, even like the song you just let me hear before we start recording. And I'm like, this record is huge. It's big. Like, it's beyond it's a whole nother everything, dog. So I could just imagine your show now from what I've seen. And then it was nuts. Like, if you never seen a Pusha Preme show, you just have no idea the kind of energy you bring into the room.
Man, I appreciate that.
Like, I mean, literally, everyone is like, my boy, he's from Yonkers, and he used to produce and do music with me, and I brought him out that night. And he don't really dabble with the music too tough no more, but he loves to see good artists. He was sitting there, his eyes got this big when he saw you.
Damn.
And he tapped me, he was like, Remy, who the fuck is that? I was like, that's my boy Preme. He was like, man, that motherfucker is dope, dog. And we were just sitting there, we in the back, our heads just nodding, we looking at you, and you just you tearing that motherfucker up. And I'm like, dog, that's the kind of energy, like, that's how you grab a room. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is like, I had to give you your flowers. I always tell you that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. You always do. Yeah. My main thing is to make sure that because then the whoever's listening to the music is not there during that moment.
Right.
And like those studio moments be so dope. Like when you find like the right drop.
Right.
Or when you curate the drums a certain kind of way. But the practices have been so ill because it's like we have like a certain sound, like we're trying to follow like the MP3. But then like when you watch these musicians like bring it to life, and now we have our new MD Quest. He's like, bam bam boom boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're turning this shit into like a roller coaster.
Right.
And now it feels like not more like a performance. It feels like an experience, and that's all I want to do is like when I hear these these songs, these records, it's like it just like it's crazy. It's like seeing like if you could just picture a carousel, right? Just a carousel just moving, and then the carousel, it had the horses, and the horses move up and down, and the music, it's like curate. You know what I'm saying? Curating that shit.
Right.
So you might move here, they might move here, they might move fast, stuff like that. And the people sitting on carousels, the people that I'm like talking about.
Right.
So it's like it's so crazy to see it come to life because, for some people it's just like, oh, it's a beat, but it's like it's not a beat. It's like me reminiscing on a situation and having it play back in my mind. The greatest example I can give you guys is like Beat It from Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson, that song and that beat, when you watch that video, it looks like it was supposed to be made just like that.
Right, exactly.
And all my records, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a moment in time to where it's just like, oh shit, okay.
Right.
All right, so it kind of moved, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up on a lot of video games, so, I used to play like Sega, Nintendo, and stuff like that. So all those games had a soundtrack, had music that kind of went, even Street Fighter.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You can hear that now, and it's going to resonate with you. Like, when you be like, damn, I remember that. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain levels, and you hear that certain and that shit coming in, and you like, damn, that shit take me back to my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's dope, man. The plaque when you got your Billboard award, talk about that emotion. Like, how did that feel?
It didn't really hit me until people were like booking me and like using that to be like a reason to start the conversation. But in the beginning, it was dope because like I didn't know that bundling your merch with your ticket sales, with your music was a thing. This was like during COVID, so
when you say it's a thing, what you mean? Like they're counting?
Yeah, so like I did it because like like at the time like H used to sell T-shirts, right?
Right. You still have your Tampa brand, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely. I got a shirt for you too as well.
Okay.
So when you if you sell anybody out there, if you sell any kind of clothing, you have your UPC, right?
Right.
Your UPC is your barcode.
Right.
So when I saw that, as I'm doing the Tampa tees, on Shopify, and I saw that on fucking, I believe it was Symphonic at the time. It's like,
okay.
I'm like, wait, these just are connected?
Wow.
So I did some research on it. I'm just like, yo, for every one song that I sell, if I bundle it at that time, it's not like that no more.
Right.
But that's 1,500 streams. So I'm like, wait. So I got to sell this merch, and the merch connects to the barcode, and that's that. That's how that's how we got it on Heaven at Night. So when I sold the Tampa tees, my goal was only to meet 100 new people because I had just caught that stupid ass DUI. My life was fucking in shambles. So I was just trying to like pay bills, meet new people. You know what I'm saying? And it was just hard because at the time I was still Pusha Preme, and people were still like trying to get used to like me having a mask. So I'm like, yo, I just meet 100 new people and represent the city in a way that I feel like it should be represented. I think that's people will just go back to the music if I just post some music shit every once in a while. That's what I did. And then I did that shit like 100 times, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when people came to the show, they'd be like, yo, I want the full package. I want the shirt, the book, the this, the that. And we had a drink package too, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a 1 hour open bar. So now I'm
that's
like,
brilliant, though. That's hell of a marketing,
right? So if the UPC is only $5, right?
Right.
Or single $5. Now people paying $30, $40, $50. So now it's just like, that 4 divided by 50. and then buying an extra song.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just going. So I got hit up by Billboard, like, yo, this song is trending, da da da. You know, I was just like, oh, okay, like, thank you. You know, I mean, I don't know. And then I got hit up by Tiffany Gaines. She's like, hey, you know, we do a lot of research. We work with Universal. We want to add the song to our compilation so that, you know, we have other artists that do what you do, and we want to get it popping. I'm like, yeah, cool. And then they redropped it, and then like in that same week, it was like 18 on Billboard. I was like, holy shit. And, you know, I told Lex, because I was with Lex maybe a month prior to that shit, and we was just trying to figure out, like, you know, what song's going to be like the song for Pusha Preme to kind of like grow in Tampa.
Right.
And he has a subscription to Billboard. So he gave me it, so we was like reading the names and going like that. I still have the picture to this day. So, like, you know, it's kind of different now because now you have to have so many, like,
Why you think they changed that? Do you think they changed it because somebody probably found the cheat code?
Hell yeah. Yo, once 169 gave everybody the game.
The cheat code?
Yeah, everyone was just like, it took away from it. But in my mind, it's just like.
So basically you discovered this shit kind of by accident, but at perfect timing.
Yeah, no, yeah. I definitely got in on accident, and then it just worked out. Then we had the then we had the you know, the Billboard show at Hooch and Hive. I didn't really expect mad people to pull up because it was during COVID.
Right.
So when everyone pulled up and people were doing like recap stuff like that, I was shocked as fuck, bro.
Right.
I was not prepared for that show at all. But I was like, all right, well, we got these records and we're just going to do them and we're going to just have a good time.
Right.
But now, you know, you go to the shows now, they're more interactive. Like we have the 360 cam. We have, you know what I'm saying? Because now I get it, but at that time, I had no idea, bro.
Damn.
No idea. We did a Zoom call for the project during COVID, and I was like, yo, anybody want to be in the Zoom call for this project? Here's the Zoom call. And we had like 20 people, you know what I'm saying? So those 20 people were like giving their feedback. I'm like, okay, cool. So I took the feedback from that shit and I created Before I Say I Do.
Damn. Guys, man, that's crazy. I'm still just like, what you just dropped on me is like crazy because it's the shit that we do, but didn't know it was a mathematic, like systematic way that you can do that shit to make that shit all. That's crazy, man. Like that is nuts to me. Wow. You know what? We got this Don Julio. Let's go ahead and salute my brother.
Salute.
And I got a couple questions I'm going to ask you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here for it.
These are 50-50 questions. You could pick either or. If it's one that you can't decide on, you can always take a shot. You know, ain't trying to get your toe up in here. And I know you from the Bronx, you from New York, so you know, being that's a hip hop mecca and the birthplace, a lot of my questions is geared, you know, towards you know, a lot of New York culture. So
okay.
Rakim or Kane?
I'm gonna say Rakim. Kane, nothing against Kane. He just was like, I got on him wild late.
Okay.
But Rakim, like I remember Rakim did a song with some girl named Truth Hurts, and his voice was amazing.
That was that shit.
Then I went back.
That was over a Dr. Dre beat too. Yeah, that was that shit.
Then I went back and heard him do Thinking of a Master Plan. And then been this back on my hand. I was like, oh shit, he's like super dope.
Yeah. Okay. Wu-Tang or Boot Camp Click?
Wu-Tang.
That was easy, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it stacked. I don't really know who Boot Camp is, so
yeah,
I definitely would need like a recap so I can hear everybody.
Gotcha. Okay, go back and dig them up. They dope too. LL Cool J or Ice Cube?
Hello. The thing is, it's like one day, everybody's gonna understand how important LL
was to the culture.
What still is, man. Like he is the reason why we have what we have now. Like from him being like the first popping artist in Def Jam, for him being the first artist to do ladies records, for him being the first artist to do Bad Boy records, for him being the first artist to do FUBU, for him being the first artist to do television.
Yep. Don't forget he was the first artist with a major deal that was in a big battle. You know, like, you know, the battles he was in was equivalent to like the Kendrick and Drake today.
Oh yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? So, you know, Cool J he was an artist that did all that first, and to sign his first deal when he was like 16 years old, man, is unheard of. You know, you get a crazy deal. You still living in your mom's basement.
Shit, especially 16 in New York at that time.
Yeah. And I think it was like, man, he went from being broke as shit to waking up at 17 and had like 10 cars in the driveway.
Nah, and big shout out to Queens. I live in Queens too. Flushing Farmers, like,
yeah.
Rose
Pharrell or Timberland?
I'm gonna say Pharrell. I mean, I love Timberland, you know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say Pharrell because he made Happy. Happy's like one of my favorite songs.
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
That shit. You know what's crazy about? I got a story about Happy. When that shit first dropped, like all my aunties, they love that record, right? And they made all of us like perform it and like dance to that shit at our family reunion. So can you imagine, like, and my family huge, bro. So it's like 200 motherfuckers in this big ass building, and that song come on, and we just all cutting the food to Happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Such a great song. He's like his versatility is crazy. I mean, so is Timberland, but like for Pharrell, it's like it's just like crazy, like how timeless he is. You know what I mean?
I like both of them, man. I don't know. It's you know, I think both of them are very, very talented producers.
Oh, yeah.
Pharrell probably get the nod to me because he's not only a producer but he's an artist as well. You know, so
yeah. Because I bought the Timberland Magoo project and it was cool, but it didn't really hit like how Pharrell's joints would hit.
Right.
Seeing Sounds was like such a great fucking project.
Yep, absolutely. Run DMC or EPMD? That's a tough one.
Tie.
Yeah.
Tie.
Hey, that's a tie. Yeah, that's real.
That's a tie. That's a tie. Because they both fucking nice.
Both fucking nice. Dope as fuck. Def, shit, well, Run DMC was Profile, but, you know, Def Jam was like, you know, I mean, that shit was all.
Yeah, you made a lot of great records, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Then, but EPMD, what they did for the culture, like
that shit
like,
was crazy.
Those visuals, like if y'all watching this, make sure you go to Google and type those visuals. They was doing that shit like when like green screen wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
That shit was not like
Eric and Paris making dollars, man. Them boys was ahead of their time, like for real.
Yeah.
White Castles or Checkers?
Checkers. Nah, I know y'all gonna be mad at me, y'all up north, but White Castle's murder burgers, man. But the thing is, like, my cousin was putting me on. I like the concept of like cooking a burger on top of an onion. I think that's like a cool concept. But yo, them just murder burgers, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
I don't like onions, so
pause. I don't know where you get that fucking.
they lost
from.
me with that shit.
That shit must be cow hooves or some bullshit, bro. That shit's bullshit. Checkers, I ain't really have a bad day with Checkers.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Can't never go wrong with a what is it, a Champ Burger or the Big Buford. Can't go wrong with that.
You going for the menu.
Yeah.
There's like two things I get from there. I don't know. It's just like they kitchen too small. They feel like
the seasoned fries.
Their fries is fire though.
Yeah. I ain't ate red meat in almost 2 years, so
that's good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro. You gotta stay on that. Hell
that shit, man. I shed it like down there 30. I shed like 30 pounds, bro.
Nah, yo, red meat's horrible for you.
Yeah, man.
That shit's no bueno.
Yep.
And they might try to tell you the protein or other shit.
Yeah.
Yo, red meat is horrible. We are not fucking lions.
Yeah, that's
fucking,
real.
You know, carnivores like that. You know what I mean? Like gorillas don't do that.
And I thought I would miss it
because,
but like even like steaks and all of that shit, man, I don't miss none of that shit, dog. Like,
nah, it's just you get taught how to eat that shit.
Yeah.
But like if you have a kid, you don't give your 10-year-old, 5-year-old, 4-year-old steaks.
Right. Exactly.
You don't give them that shit. So
I'd rather have me a good lobster. You know.
See, I'm into seafood, but for me, I'd rather have like a Cornish hen or just a really like for me it's like I like
Have you had a tuna steak before?
A tuna steak?
Bro, you gotta try it.
Tuna is a wild fish to have.
Listen, I just had tuna steak for the first time like a few weeks ago.
So what steak? The cut?
Yeah, the cut is about that thick, and and you don't cook it long. You just cook it just very kind of rare light. But man, and you can dip it in like a A1 steak sauce, just like you would a regular steak.
Wow.
But it's tuna.
Nah, I gotta see that.
It's so
tuna,
good.
You got.
It's good, bro. I'm telling you.
Whoever got that.
Yeah, and the way my boy cook it, he loves to cook. He own the restaurant and everything. The way he cook it and prepare it, that shit melt in your mouth, bro.
Send me the info.
Yeah, definitely that, man. Definitely that. Let's see here. Jones Beach or Daytona Black Beach?
Daytona.
Gotta go with Daytona. I ain't never been to Jones Beach. I heard stories about it. One of my boys, my best friend, he played at Syracuse, and that was like the big thing in up north. You know, everybody used to go down to Jones Beach.
Yeah, but they ain't really a lot of beaches there, so they're gonna hype it up.
Yeah, exactly. But ain't nothing like that Daytona.
The best beaches are down south.
You got facts.
North Carolina got some fire beaches.
It's
crazy. It just up north, you know.
Hey, Myrtle Beach. I would never go. I don't give a damn if I ever go back to Myrtle Beach again in life. I had a horrible experience the first time I went. Me and my cousin got arrested. Yeah, man, and it was crazy for like. I wouldn't even call it jaywalking. The side, we was on the sidewalk, and the strip was so packed. It was so many people till we came off the sidewalk and was walking along the curb.
Okay. And
it was a cop on a bike.
Get the fuck out of here.
They had the paddy wagon like maybe a block up from where in the direction we was walking.
So the homie on the bike stopped you?
Homie on the bike, but this is why we got arrested. He rolled up. Get your motherfucking ass out the street.
He said that?
Just like that.
I would have put a fucking stick right in the back wheel. Boom. Ain't no way you talking crazy to me on a bike.
And soon as we clap back, lock him up, book him. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It was crazy, dog. I said I never. That's a little racist town, man.
Hell yeah. You know what's a racist town? What's the motherfucker that these niggas try to fucking for them? I'm trying to remember the name, man. It's the only town that has mountains in Florida. Wait. Mount Dora.
Oh, Mount Dora. Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Mount Dora, y'all racist.
Yeah,
y'all wild racist.
I met a dude from Mount Dora, cool dude, man. Back in the days, man, he was so cool. He was from that little hick town, man.
Yeah, that shit's wild racist. I ain't gonna hold you. Mad racist.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about Remy going through them type of spots.
Niggas try to give me a fucking year on some bullshit. I was like, what?
Yeah. Man, Mystical or Twister?
They're both dope, but I like Mystical more because I was raised on him more. So when I moved to Florida, actually I went to Tennessee for a year to go to school. And I was like on the Master P wave because I love how independent he was.
Right.
And that Mystical mixtape was dope. Yeah. I just don't, the thing for me is like I don't give a fuck about Mystical's personal life. Like
about 14, we're just talking about the art.
Yeah. For me, I'm always gonna be art forward. I can't control how the world, curates the way a person moves.
Right.
But like whatever art they create, I fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've separated because that's why I do. Like, some people may, the ones who know me personally, they be like, "Yo, Preme has a very like boring life, like family, chill." But then people look at my music life and they be like, "Oh, he late, he doing this, he doing that." So yeah, for me, it's just like, you clock in, you do your job, you clock out, you do your job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you have to have balance. You know what I'm saying? Being an artist 24/7, you get caught up in the misconception of like what love is, because they may love you for what they do, but they don't love you for who you are.
Right. Yeah, that's real. That's real, man. I with that one, I don't know. I'm kind of drawn because I like both artists. They both put out some real dope records. So I don't know. I wouldn't pick between them two.
Well, the thing for me is like Mystical is like he has a lot of great standalone records.
He does.
Twister has a lot of like great, you know what I mean?
Yep, you're right on that. You're definitely right on that. Bucket hats or Scullies?
Bucket hats.
Shit, you got a bucket on right now.
Hey, yeah. For me, like I like bucket hats because it's like a lot more room for character. I feel like with Scullies, it's like because of the cloth, it's like beep. You know what I'm saying? With this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, I like more flexibility.
Right.
When it comes to fashion.
I'm with you on that. I definitely ride with the buckets. Halle Berry or Sanaa Lathan? Then you better shoot on that.
I'm gonna say Halle.
Yeah? Hey, I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at that.
Halle, because Halle was just like, she was the light skin like standard, man.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I mean, she started a whole trend with the Halle Berry cut. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how many females chop their hair just to have that Halle Berry look?
Nah, that's facts.
Nigga, that shit.
You know, Sanaa Lathan is like, I didn't really get on her until what was it? Love and Basketball.
Right.
You know,
I was the one to get on it.
By then, it's just like there was way more like, for me personally, it was way more better women that was out at that time. You know what I'm saying? You had Mariah Carey, you had Monica, Brandy. So she was dope for movies, but it's like, nah, like Halle Berry was like the standard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That what was the one I like where she did the movie with Tay Diggs where they was they was hip hop. They was into hip hop.
Oh, I think it's like Love and Poetry. What is it? Something it had to do with music though.
Yeah, that was my shit though. That was a dope ass movie.
I like Love and Basketball with her in it.
Yeah,
but it's just like, you know what I'm saying, like it just. Yo, like, and nothing against
every movie though, it seems
her. Like she's amazing, but
yeah, she always played that homie role in her roles. Like every movie,
Halle Berry should be so chiseled. It just be like,
man, trying to tell you, bro. Yankees or Mets?
Yankees.
Okay. You Bronx, of course. You go say
Nah, fact. Even though I lived in Queens, but I've never been to the Shea Stadium. Not even knew when it broke it down. Which is crazy because I didn't know until maybe a couple years ago that Men in Black was shot there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that whole Men in Black with the whole spinning joint, that's like right there at the for the Met Stadium and shit like that.
Oh, damn, that's what's up.
But yeah, it's always been Yankees because, like, you know, my favorite rapper is Jay-Z, so always been Yankee fan.
There you go.
You know, like, you know, I've always fucked with the Yankee players. My first like famous friend was Wade Boggs' son.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it always been that, and you know, living abroad, I used to go to the Yankee games, stuff
there
like
you
that.
go.
You know, I'm not super big on baseball.
That's your
and
culture.
The Yankees got fucking spanked. Oh my God, they got spanked crazy this playoffs. But you know, I'm gonna hold it down.
I wasn't expecting that, and it was a
what, bro?
It was the East Coast, West Coast. It was the Dodgers and Yanks. And man,
that
you know,
was crazy.
It was crazy, bro. They got their ass handed to them.
Up. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
man. Giants or Jets?
Neither. I don't fuck with none of them shit. Big L flow, like you know what I'm saying.
How you say neither?
I'm from New York and never been a fan of the Knicks, or the Jets, or the Giants.
Damn.
I'm a football. I'm a Patriots fan. And
okay.
Then for basketball, I'm a Bulls fan. So
okay, that's what's up. Okay, I fucks with it.
Yeah, I don't. And I got a couple friends that they love the Jets. I think you know, respectfully, you know what I mean. But I feel like by the time you watch this, it's like you won't be watching. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is that good.
Yeah, he really disappointed, dog. Because I ain't gonna lie, I root for the Jets. It was always something about the Jets that draw me to them. Not a Jets fan, but you know, I that's one of them teams outside the Bucs that I will.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my Keyshawn Johnson. When he played on, just like I used to always like look over it when you had Curtis Martin when he had certain plays, but like I don't know, it never really felt like New York's team.
It's just the Jets,
same
man.
with the Giants, you know what I'm saying? Giants never feel like New York's team, like y'all play in Jersey, just like
they like the New York stepchild,
they like the Liberty, you know what I'm saying?
Right, damn. So let's just kind of talk about, you know, the record you let me hear earlier tonight.
Okay.
Big Afro beats vibe, you know. Not just Afro beats, but it has a lot of different elements in that song. But just going through a lot of your records though, I've heard a transition where, you know, that plays a big influence. And let's kind of talk about that whole Afro beats movement. Like, what's your take on it? what particularly draws you into the culture to tap into that? Like, I think it's brilliant actually, because I think more artists should tap into that culture because it's huge, man.
Yeah, for me, how it all came about was my mother was doing WhatsApp, whatever, and then eventually people like Google me and stuff like that, and they see everything we got going on. And, they put all the music stuff out there. And she was like, oh, well, he never really make any music for us. And for me being first generation African, from Sierra Leone, I was like, nah, I mean, we can do it. So I wasn't familiar with it because I always looked at it as dancehall. I thought dancehall and reggae was like that style of music.
Right. It puts you in the mind of reggaeton.
Yeah. So like, in Sierra Leone or Salone, for those that understand, it's a very it has like a very old school traditional sound that I'm not used to. Mm-hmm. But the thing is because I had so many Jamaican friends, I was really in dance hall a lot. Buju Banton, Vibes Cartel,
right.
Elephant Man, Beanie Man. That shit was always in my rotation.
Right.
So Adam Eve, I tell everybody all the time, that was a mistake. We got the beat and I kind of did what I did. And there's two versions. If you heard the first version, you would never fuck with the song. So the second version was more so just kind of trusting my man Skylar the engineer, and just doing top lines and then going over the top lines of it. And then it worked out. So it was like, okay, cool. Let's do Better Than Yourself. And at that time, I was really, really heavy on Drake's Views. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I loved it.
That was a dope album.
Oh my God. So, once I started understanding, okay, well, you don't have to have the accent to be able to make the music. You just have to just understand the music. And I just started doing that more, and then it just transcended so much easier.
Right.
Then my fans were more like, yo, I like your voice on these particular beats.
Right.
So we just started focusing on that. And then boom, then we after Hate to Say Goodbye, then we moved on to Heroes Eventually Die, which is predominantly more Afro beat. And then we saw the attention, and so I'm not gonna just steer from what's working.
Yeah, exactly. It don't make sense to.
Yes, and the thing is this is the music that I listen to in my pastime. So if you come to any of our New Year's Eve parties or birthday parties, or if you come to the crib, my mom's cooking on Sunday, I'm always playing that.
Where's the New Year's Eve party?
And we have it at the crib, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have it at the crib, and because for me it's I've been blessed. I have a crib, I got mad room, so yeah. I just want you guys to be safe. Bring the New Year, we pray, we do. We do all,
you bring it in the right way.
Yeah, the conventional stuff. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when it came to Afrobeat, it was more so it was just waiting for me to take advantage of the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I've already been listening to Ruger.
How do your mom feel about it?
She loved it. She loved it. You know what I mean? Because it allows me to I'm not as aggressive, so I'm not saying nigga. I'm not cursing. I'm very just in tune with relationship situations.
Right.
And anyone that's watching this, African men, that's our biggest flaw is is dealing with relationships. You know what I'm saying? We want to be dominant, then we want to be soft, then we want to get taken care of. It's it's a very it's a Rubik's cube of different emotions that you have to kind of deal with. So for me, it's since I'm so steadfast in my decision making, it's I want this particular thing, but I have to become a chameleonaire for different situations to make this shit work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes it's oh wow, you did that shit, that was crazy. I thought I knew you better than I knew myself, right? Mm-hmm. But then sometimes it's Adam and Eve where it's I can't let you go. But then sometimes it's you talk to somebody new, it's just damn, we did Noble, we did fucking the edition, what your love really costs, god damn.
Right.
So for me, what I want to portray is just the artist that's trying to reach his goal, but in the midst of him reaching his goal is dealing with just the love factor, dealing with the father factor, because to be very successful as a black male, you have to kind of cut up a lot of emotions. So what I do is I take the chance for everybody else to deal with this and see if it works out, if it's really worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. One of the excuse me, with you being in the position that you're in, clear my throat. Sorry about that. With you being in the position that you're in, one of the toughest things to keep around you and to keep it flowing fluently is to have people in place, your team, that has certain duties and things to make the operation work.
True.
So talk on that experience. I know there's a lot of moving parts to make sure the Pusha Preme brand works and to make sure it's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, definitely. So the team factor just came from this like just researching on what makes a label, right? So you can have Jay-Z, but there's no Jay-Z without Cam, publicist, producer, blah 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 blah. So
Right.
In our aspect, I've been blessed to have a media team. So my media team gets me right, so I don't have to think about what's trending on TikTok and all the other stuff. That's what they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we compensate them, for that. Then, for my producers, it's like I don't have to worry about like, do I like to be doing not like that? Be like, they go through all the beats that they know that I'm not gonna fuck with, and they just send me the ones I am gonna fuck with, and I just stay in that pocket.
That's what's up, man.
Having a team is mad important because like it's just too tough to try to figure this shit out on your own at this state.
Right.
At this time, things move so fast. Like before, you can, in the 90s and the early 2000s, you could swindle the artist and try to find yourself while being pumped with so much advertising. But now that everyone has access to advertising and the internet's so large, you have to kind of like micromanage what works and then grow with that audience.
Right.
So, having a team is super important because you may be strong-minded in your decision-making, but that might not be the right decision. You might just be bullheaded. And that's okay because, like, as an artist, you're going to have those bullheaded moments to where you think everything is right. You know what I'm saying? But your team is going to be like, no, like, this the functionality is going to help this shit grow.
Right.
Like, yo, we got to do this. We got to do that to sell this, to sell that, to get more this, more that.
It's a lot of trust involved with that too. Like,
Fuck yeah.
People knowing you knowing them, and you're allowing them to work and to do their job. And counting, and having that trust and counting on them that they're gonna make the right decisions.
It's true.
And vice versa. They know you, they know what you like, they know what you don't like, and they know how to bring something to you that may make you uncomfortable. But be transparent with you, because sometimes we have to be uncomfortable.
It's true.
You can't have a bunch of yes men who just gonna always, do something to try to appease you. Sometimes people gotta be able to bring you a hard truth. Like, you know what? No, I don't like that. Or I think you could have did this better. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need that around you too. You gotta,
definitely. And I feel like the group we have around us now, they're more like that because now they look at my music as a representation of what they're doing with their free time.
Right.
So, like friends, my cousin Raph, like when they take the free time out, they talk to their wives and their girlfriends. They be like, yo, what you think about this song?
Right.
And then they take the feedback and they be like, oh, well, what about this? What about that? And that's so dope because like everybody's like looking at it as if it's like, like a monument time frame, like this time frame that everybody's like honing in and tapping in with us. There's gonna be shit out here forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you've been with me in the beginning of my journey, you see that like God has a position for us and we're gonna get there. Now, we may not get there at the speed that you wanted to get there, but we're going to get there. But just like Doechii, like I've done shows with Doechii.
Shout out to Doechii, man.
We've been on the same bill plenty of times before. I remember when Doechii went to New York, came back.
She made the, not to cut you off, but she made the was it Billboard top list, a female artist this year, man. And she placed pretty high on that top 10 list, man. I was proud to see her on that. Heavy hitters like all, you got the Megans, you got the Cardi B's, you got all these females, and Doechii name is right there in the mix. So that was dope, man. And shout out to you for sharing the stage with Doechii, man, being that she's a Tampa, native.
And I don't say that because of where she's at right now. I say that because like the thing is like, it's possible for anybody out here. It just takes like super, super, super focus.
Right.
Like super focus and manifestation with no distractions. And it's hard because like, it's December, end of the year, but after the end of the year, birthday January, birthday February, birthday March, April, May. I need a vacation. And the thing is like, she didn't take any of those breaks, man.
Right.
I remember that time frame when she found the $1 million check in the in that old ass, like I think it was like a Toyota. I remember that shit because I was watching the stories, and my man Jock, who did a couple of my videos, did her videos. So he was always adamant about me watching what she had going on.
Right.
And so when you see all that, it's just like, nah, man. Like if you continue working, right, and those pockets of times are going to open up, those portals are going to open up, and you're going to hop in there and then create your story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like if you fall back because like your family or my kids or the job or this like that, then it's like it's not going to keep up because if our favorite artists that to us, we wouldn't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If they didn't drop something in man a long time, you're gonna be like, oh, you have to understand what you are. Like, we are a service to the people as musicians. You know what I'm saying? We're providing them with vibes, we're providing them with storytelling, stuff like that. But I'm not more important than the nigga who would come here if he had a heart attack. I'm not more important than the ambulance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know my place in the animal kingdom, stuff like that. So once artists start figuring that out, then they start winning because they're like, yo, I'm here for this void to fill you, and that's okay. That's what music is here for. You know what I'm saying? My masseuse that gets me prepared for a show is just as important as the individual who picks out my clothes. Right. You feel me? So, you know, once you think about life like that, then you can see the tunnel, and you be like, oh, I gotta go here, and then you go there, and then shit starts popping, shit starts happening. You know what I'm saying?
You do have some very dope wardrobe too, man. Like, I look at a lot of your photos, and I'm like, you look like an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your shit looks dope as fuck. I'm like, damn, boy, you put that shit together yourself? Or?
Nah. So I get blessed, man. My two stylists is Muse by Pablo, and Cabo Takeo.
Okay.
And if it's not their gear, then the stuff that I put on is about too, because I make the Tampa tees, I make my own clothes as well too. But you know, it's dope because they have like a certain vision. And then Lindsay made this particular Pusha Preme, because I normally don't let people make the Preme mask because it's like a spiritual process for me. But
because you used to make all your own, right?
And I still do. Like, she made this for me. You know, I forgot how the whole conversation started, to be honest with you. Because most people, when they hit me up, I'll be like, nah, it's a spiritual thing. I'm not, like, I just don't want your hands on my face. You feel me?
I feel you.
So with Lindsay, she did it. She gave me 3. I gave one to my man. He was a drummer. The green one I kind of wear every once in a while, but this one, it's so receptive when I go places. You know what I'm saying? Other ones maybe make you like, and that's not what I'm trying to do, but like, you know, Chainsaw P, Frida, and all of them are depictions of the album. You know what I'm saying? It's like that when I'm making the album, listen to it. You know, I made it based off those particular things. Yeah,
right, exactly.
So it's like I get it. Like, you know, when we did the live with Timberland, he's just like, whoa. It's like, you know, he had played like a crash out sound bite, and he's just like, oh, I told him the name of the song. He was like, oh, you coming off like this? I'm like, nah, bro. Like, it's not that. It's just like you're cool being Timberland, right? Right? I wouldn't be cool being Timberland, right? Because if I want to go to Remy Roe's wedding, birthday party, now it's our birthday party.
Right.
I'm letting my fame and my fandom interrupt your happiness. And when we became friends, we didn't become friends because I was Timberland and you was Remy Roe. We became friends because you were Remy and I was Preme.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So I want to keep that, and we're in a very opportunist environment.
Right.
I know that shit. I understand it. And I never want what I do for my job to interfere with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's like someone being like a fucking firefighter, and you know, just like, yo, bro, if food gets stuck in my throat, pause, are you gonna help me? It's just like, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? I don't know you for that.
Right.
Or or someone who plays NBA, and you're just like, yo, bro, what you think about this parlay? Bro, no, I didn't come here to change my livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to treat me different, stuff like that.
Right.
And I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, everyone's seeing things, and things are propelling, and I could be somebody to possibly change your life. But I'm not leading with that.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I like going to the zoo with my daughter. I like going to Curtis Hickson. Right. I don't like being asked about music 24/7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like being like, yo, you want to hear the song, and niggas put the phone to my ear.
Yeah, right.
Nah, bro. When I was in New York, I did that shit all day long. I used to have insecurities about going to Circle K, not Circle K, to am I dressed up properly for that shit? Nah, so fuck that. Mm-hmm. Nah, I just want something. I moved down here, I'm not doing that shit.
Right.
At all. I'm sticking with it, you know what I'm saying?
How does your kids accept, like, you being you? Like, with everybody, you know, when you guys go out and people see you and that's
it took a little minute, right? Because in the beginning, she just thought like it wasn't going nowhere because I had just moved here. I was on the couch, stuff like that.
Right.
And then when we opened for Made in Tokyo, and she was there, and her friends were there, And the friends were just like, your dad is lit. And she was just like, okay, I believe you, Dad. And I'm like, cool, you know. And she'd be like, yo, can we? Her language started changing. She was just like, hey, can you post me on your gram?
Right. Which is kind of not normal for your child to ask you to do because get you his dad.
Exactly.
You
it's
know,
why do I have to dangle you like a trophy on my story, right? For what? Because they're on my story. They follow me on Instagram. They do it because of what I make, right?
Right.
So if I'm bringing you in now, it's just like I'm like forcing the matter. You know what I'm saying? To get you lit or to add like that. Nah, I'm not a meal ticket, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a zoo animal. I didn't do that shit for that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh man. If I wanted to, then that would be the case. But nah, like I don't do that for that. So anybody who's out there that wants to be like an artist to where they're able to like protect their identity, do that shit. But understand like I'm not here because I wear a mask. I'm here because of my music and my hard work.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, my mask, quote unquote, is just so that I can be able to see Roe tomorrow and no one's gonna harass us, and I can still have the interview pop up.
Right.
You know how many times everyone like I walk past somebody and I'll hear them talk about Pusha Preme and like in a good say. That's good. This just lets me know that like I don't have to presently be there to like shake up anyone's emotions, stuff like that.
Right.
But the game was always built on that. I didn't know what the fuck Marvin Gaye looked like, or Mary J. Blige until like I was like 10. But I've been listening to them until I saw what a CD looked like. I'm just like, oh, that's what they look like.
You fell in love with the music.
Yeah, and that's all I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push the music. I'm not trying to like finesse you out, nothing like that, because I just feel like a lot of that goes on.
Right.
And you have to upkeep that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Right on that, man.
Fuck that, man.
Damn. You dropped some jewels, man, and said a lot of good shit, bro. You know, and tonight is the first time, believe it or not, that I ever seen you or interacted with you without your crew. Because 2 years ago you did it was probably 2 or 3 years ago you did the interview at my crib.
Yeah.
And you had some of your team with you then. And then, you know, every time you came to Love Lust, y'all was deep. Boy, y'all would come real deep. You know, and those interviews was crazy because it was like a big party on that. Like we was hanging out.
They definitely asked, but I just told them because like since I know you personally, I didn't want to change the trajectory or the mood, because like there's too many people, then it don't feel personal.
Right, exactly. And this feels personal. And I big you up on that, and I respect that, dog. You know, I didn't know what to expect. But I think that this makes the conversation flow a lot better because it's me and you just really sitting down and chopping it up. So yeah. So big salute to that, man. And no offense or nothing to the team. We love y'all and we fucking with y'all too. Y'all already know, you dig. We gonna open up the phone lines, man. See if some people want to call in. Some of your fans, they could call in 813-501-7266.
We can take a 2-minute break.
Yeah. We're gonna take a little. You know what? Let's do that. We're gonna take a little intermission, and then we'll come back. We're gonna pay some bills, and then we'll roll back into the interview. So y'all just hang tight. Come back with us.
Elevate your event with us. Kardashian beauty filter, premium props, and AI backgrounds. One-stop shop for fun with jumbo game packages. Ask about our selfie drop-off package. Excellent service guaranteed. Let's make your event unforgettable. Book now. Elevate your event with us. Kardashian beauty filter, premium props, and AI backgrounds. One-stop shop for fun with jumbo game packages. Ask about our selfie drop-off package. Excellent service guaranteed. Let's make your event unforgettable. Book now. Elevate your event with us. Kardashian beauty filter, premium props, and AI backgrounds. One-stop shop for fun with jumbo game packages. Ask about our selfie drop-off package. Excellent service guaranteed. Let's make your event unforgettable. Book now. Elevate your event with us. Kardashian beauty filter, premium props, and AI backgrounds. One-stop shop for fun with jumbo game packages. Ask about our selfie drop-off package. Excellent service guaranteed. Let's make your event unforgettable. Book now.
Welcome back to No Chaser Live Talk Podcast. You are in tune now with Remy Roe and Pusha Preme, and we just sitting here chopping it up. Great interview, great dialogue, and we're gonna give the fans the time to call in now and ask some questions. Those phone lines are now open up, 813-501-7266. So if y'all want to give us a call, man, and ask some questions and, chop it up with us, y'all go ahead and do so at this time. So you getting ready to head up to New York. What's the occasion? What's going on in NY?
So we're going back to New York. We have an interview on Shape 45 on 6 at 7. I think it's channel.
Salute.
Yeah,
that's what's up, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we're pushing the record different levels, so we just different levels. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So we just putting people on to like our new Afro house sound.
Okay.
And stuff like that. Big shout out to Mike the Don. He created the beat. So yeah, we just taking it outside the city. We just left the studio with Young Dread, and he was just saying like, yo,
shout out to Dread, man. YTC, the whole fam, man.
And he was just telling me, it's like, yo, like, he believes in me, has a lot of, he's like, yo, you got a lot of potential. He doesn't like even call it potential. He's like, you're like right there. You just gotta just take out the city, and then the city's gonna run it back. Cause you've been the Tampa will win guy, so how do you feel about that? I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. Like, it takes care of me. Like the events, like we do, like, if it was like nothing coming from it and whatever. But like, it's more so just to motivate the city to understand, like, you don't have to be Atlanta, Miami, Orlando. You guys are your own melting pot.
We're our own. Let's build Tampa. Yeah. Let's, stop looking at other cities and what they're doing and patronize what we got, man. People, you'd be amazed at how many people look at what Tampa do and mimic us. And then they coin it like they created or came up with it, when all the while they got it from what we're doing here, So I'm big on that, man. Let's do what we do here and let's stay in our lane and stick to our guns, man.
Yeah, Tampa's amazing, man. I tell people all the time.
Definitely is.
It's the home of second chances. So it gave me a huge second chance coming from New York, from nothing, from being on the couch to where I'm at today. And, it just lets me know that with hard work and dedication,
right,
and just having like a clear focus point, anything is possible.
Right. Man, that's say that again, brother. Who you interviewing with Shade 45?
So my manager set it up. I do not remember the DJ's name.
Okay.
But I know it's going to air live on Shade 45 on Friday.
Okay.
So, they have like a pre-recorded process. So we're going to be there that day.
Okay.
And then Dredd, he was hitting me up. He's like, yo, da-da-da, you trying to do it on the radar, you trying to do this. So big shout out to Dredd. He set me up with some things as well, too. So, if all goes the way it's supposed to do, we're going to do on the block, we're going to do it on the radar and stuff like that. So,
got you.
Make sure we knock that out as well, too.
I'm going to be listening, man. I listen to Shade 45 religiously every day.
Okay.
I don't listen to regular radio. Not our local radio. Very rarely listen to local radio. I'm satellite radio all day, and my station stay on Shade 45. And that's actually how my record Change Man got played on Shade with Sway in the morning. I was listening one morning, man, and I just gave it a shot, called in, and my luck, I got through the lines, man. Chopped it up with Sway, and luckily I had just dropped the record like the day before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. And I told him, he was like, "What's the record?" He pulled it up. He played it on the air, man, and they loved it. And then Destroy, I spoke with Destroy on there. He played a record of mine, So it's like, damn, dog, those people over at Shade, man. It's some.
They look out, and we was with. He grabbed my phone, like my man's trying to call in. It's like, yo, like we're trying to call in, and then I answer. I'm like, it's like I got you.
813-501-7266. JT, I think we got some callers trying to break through the line.
Not sure what the problem is.
Yeah, make sure y'all call in.
Yeah.
813-501-7266. Don't text me, y'all, because y'all texting me and y'all like interrupting the live at the same time. There you go, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, and what's some of your favorite places, eatery spots when you go up to NY?
That's a very good question. So, there's one spot called That's Deli.
That's Deli?
Yeah, it's a Trinidad spot.
Okay.
They're really fucking good. There's also a spot. I always get a chopped cheese. Just which is crazy because when I used to get a chopped cheese, I got it because I was broke. So, getting it now is like so fucking funny to me that everyone treats it like the same thing.
Yeah.
And then really right there, and then there's a pizza spot in Queens. They're really good too.
I'm trying to pull up this one joint I say when I go up there, I'm gonna check out. I put it in my notes, but you know how it is when you're trying to find something. You can never.
There's a bunch of spots though.
Yeah.
So if it's not like a halal spot, then Tao. Like, I love Tao. Like.
Okay.
Tao Asian food is like really fucking good.
Salud, brother.
Salud. Really fucking good. Like really good. And then That's Deli is really good. And then of course my man, his location's like all over the place, but I know him as Raw Money. So he's the one, he's like the chopped cheese like guru.
Gotcha.
Or whatnot. So He's always like, sure, chopped cheese, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's crazy because we have a visual with him, but like I got to make sure that I link back up with him.
Definitely, man. That's what's up, man. This trip, this sounds like it's gonna be a nice one, man.
This one's like, we're gonna be in Jersey.
You taking your camera guy out? Being visuals?
Well, we were going to, but like, I got some people out there in the city.
Okay.
Who's gonna like they're gonna like show, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna make this shit work. So
got you.
This trip, because it was so short notice,
right,
I had to take advantage of it, you know what I'm saying.
I feel you.
We won't be back there, we did a show out there in the Brooklyn Music Kitchen, and we are making a return out there as well too with the band, full band. So right now it's just like it is really just planning it and not just going off just like spontaneous emotion. Of course, my brother Reaching Nova's out there as well too. So we're gonna do something to where it just makes sense full fledged. Like the last time we did something was at the Delancey, which was dope because we had about like 70 heads that we had out there.
Wow.
It was packed because the Delancey is like kind of like, kind of compact, but it's like it filled out. But the Delancey is mad expensive, so it was like 20, 25. So it was a really good experience. We had shout out to Bailey the Eagle, Jay Brown. They came up with me to New York for that experience as well too. Fabian,
okay,
girl too. So it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So I want to create that bridgeway, right, between New York and Tampa. That way, when artists want to kind of like shift over or do shows and stuff like that, they don't have to kind of like figure out who they got to talk to and stuff like that. It's like, right. We'll middleman that for you. We'll make it work. And then, if everything looks good and stuff like that, then, we'll start like locking the sponsors.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because right now
it's like a big pipeline, too. A lot of people from New York is in Tampa, now. So that should be definitely should be a pipeline, to funnel, back and forth. So
definitely. Yeah. No, I mean, that's definitely going to happen. Like, we got some right now with Las Vegas with Master Pyro, rest in peace, Knowledge. We were working on that as well too, and then we have Kansas now with Janabe, and basically that's what we're gonna do. I seen Tom do it from Crowbar. Tom, like, he built this thing called Detour, and it's basically like, all these bands and stuff like that. They're like making their way, whatever, and then Tom's like, I'm the Florida guy, so everyone comes here, and then Nevada or Canada, they be like, yo, who else you got? He sends them up. So I want to do the same thing because, like, there's a lot of fucking talent in Tampa, especially ones that come to, like, performance in, and I want to give them the opportunity to showcase their talent. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man, highlight your band, man. You done spoke on your band a few times.
Oh, yeah, man, the Wandering
shout them out, man. Yo, say their names and shout them out, man.
Yeah, you got Quez, you got Eli, you got Just, you got C. Foster, you got Mike the Don, who does the vocals for us. You got T, the manager. You got the dancers, presented to you by Legend the Don. So, yeah, like, if you go to a page on Instagram or just Google Pusha Preme, Pusha Preme, you're going to see them out there. And, like, we want to give you guys that Disney Busch Gardens experience when you come to a show. You pay your 20, your 15, you're going to get your money's worth.
That's real.
We're not going to take no shortcuts on the music. We're not going to take no shortcuts on performing. You're gonna get a lot of energy, and it's gonna speak to you. It's really reminiscent of church. It's like, it's like trap church. You know what I'm saying? Because we give you the we outside, but we also give you they say they love you, but then we give you I can't let it go. Like these all emotions,
all the different emotions that you're gonna get.
These emotions are emotions that I feel like the common person in Tampa deals with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you really like this girl, but this girl's a fucking hoe. You can't let her go, right? So but the metaphor is like the snake and Eve, right? Mm-hmm. Eve fought with the snake, and she's out the garden. You can't let her go. Like, you got to be Adam. You got to stick with that, and you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of individuals that deal with that. But then also we got songs like Winnie, my best friend, Winnie is your own at, right? Yeah, like, you got a girl, she's your girlfriend. She not like girlfriend like connected. She's your girl, but if you're from Tampa, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
She doesn't have a man. She doesn't have a plan. But she's always there when you want to turn up. You want to turn up. You want to bring a female. She's there.
You could call her and
she's there.
She with the shit.
But then she blames you for not being in a relationship because, like, I'm always there with you. And that's
some real shit.
Yeah, so
that's some real shit, bro.
All the songs stems from, like, if you live in Tampa, and, like, you could move here, stuff like that. But when you get acclimated here and you understand the lifestyle, That's why I speak on. It may not come off country, but it's really what it is.
Right.
You know, I talk about child support. I talk about, you know, not being black enough. You know what I'm saying? I talk about being black enough, making money, and still not being revered by, the other race and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, everything's in there, and all I want to do is just like talk to a mass of people to give them the gems that I wasn't given. Because when H gave me my gems and everybody else, it was like at the point to where it's like they're stopping what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, before I go, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And then they out. It wasn't like in the midst of what was going on because they was too busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? H was too busy to like worry about what had going on, but he held me down. Like I lived with him and stuff like that. But
That's
it's like,
what's up, man.
you know, in retrospect, I didn't get the Jersey treatment. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with that. Like what that's my big bro for life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if I got those gems, I would have moved a little different. But I had to wait my turn. I had to wait for jurors, wait for laws, wait for these people, and then my turn came. But
Right.
during that time, I was focused. I was studying. I did my own research, stuff like that. So now when you compare, it'd be like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like Preme was like here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was EP's mans. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time. So it's just very. The one thing I've learned during that process, like information wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? The internet wasn't what it was now. There was no chat GPT. I had to research and learn on my own.
Exactly.
You know,
you're one of the artists that did have to, you had to go about it a different way. Like, you know, now, you know, artists that's coming through, they have a real cheat code. You know, let's keep it G. Like chat GPT, all the technology that's around, the things that we had to go in loops and circles to do and obtain information, it's like right at their fingertips and so easy, man. It's unreal how easy it is.
Yo, that's why I feel like, you know, like for me and you, it's like we have good health. We're frozen in time because like our goal is to use these tools to you know, to put that message out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's a lot of people who, when I started music, don't do music no more. I remember the Chiefers era. If you guys are watching this, you guys remember the Chiefers. I remember the Chiefers era.
Right.
Mad niggas was rapping.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't rapping no more, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a reason. There's a reason why. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It has something to do with the quality, stuff like that. It's just like, you know, certain people are here for a long time. Some people are here for a good time.
Yeah, that's real.
And there's no knock on that. So shouts to everybody that's been following the movement, that's been, you know, supporting the brand. Make sure if you support me, make sure you definitely support Remy Roe. We go way back. You can just Google me and his name, and you'll see mad interviews. You know, because I saw a bunch of interviews. I was like, damn, like I've grown so much from those times to this time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and that's the beautiful part about it. Cause like just sitting here listening to you tonight, and it's like, damn, I remember the very first interview. I can remember when I didn't know who Pusha Preme was. Trina was like, I got this artist I want to bring on the show. She was like, I'm gonna send you some of his music. Y'all check him out. And she sent it to my cousin Ciroc. Ciroc was like,
Ciroc, with the dreads.
Yeah. Ciroc was like, damn, he dope. So she sent it to me. I listened. I was like, yeah, he dope. I say, set it up. Bring him on. Had never heard of you before, bro. Had never heard none of your music, nothing. I was like, he dope. Bring him on the show. So she set it up. I remember the very first time you came, dog. You had this glittery mask.
Yeah.
And like, I always tell people.
Sequoia joint.
I always tell people, like, I know what Preme looked like without the mask on. Like, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just the growth, man, is seeing how, you know, when you had, you know, barely 3,000 followers on IG to now, you're like, you know, it's like you got
get it, man.
Stupid, crazy followers. It's like, I was there, like, from the very beginning, man. So
Jay, are you getting some of the calls in? Because some
I'm having issues. I don't know if you want to Bluetooth your phone or something, or.
No. So yeah, because I see some of them like 4 people text me.
Oh, okay.
There's issues with the calls, but
okay.
If anything, like y'all message me here, and then like, you know, we could do something. So
Got you.
My bad.
What's the Bluetooth? Falkenberg Samsung?
No, the Rode Procaster.
Rode Procaster.
Should be able to connect to it now.
Oh, you gonna do it from your number?
Yep. All right.
I'll
And then
message them.
do I give them my number or is it the same number?
No, it's going to go to your number.
All right. So y'all can reach out, call in if you have questions. Dial 813-210-2458. That's 813-210-2458.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, yo, it's going to. I got y'all. Yeah. It's so many fucking but big shouts to them because like, you know,
How often you and your band y'all rehearse?
They're calling right
Oh yeah, I got a call coming in.
so normally we rehearse like at least like 3 times a month. But like, you know, now it's been more so like twice a month if I'm being transparent.
Just 1 second. Mm-hmm. Nah, you good.
Oh yeah, it's been like twice a month right now, but for the most part.
Twice a month?
Yeah, we try to get. I mean, the goal is to be like 4 times a month, but like right now we've been twice a month because everyone's been kind of tight busy.
Okay.
For me too. Okay, copy.
Thank you for calling in. Caller, please state your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Francis. They call me Fran, and I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
Hold on. You can't hear me.
Fair, what up, y'all? What up, gang?
What's going on?
Oh, what's up?
Check. I hear myself.
You hear yourself?
Yeah.
Me too.
Audio is Chris.
Caller, ask them.
Thank you for calling in tonight. Caller, would you please state your name and where you're calling from?
So my name is Francis. They call me Fran, and I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
Fran, what it do?
What it do?
Thank you for calling in the No Chaser Live Talk podcast. We got Pusha Preme on here. You got some questions for Preme?
Yeah, man. I just got one question, man.
Shoot it.
Why are you so great at what you do?
Oh man, I'm trying to be great. You know, right now the main goal for me is just, you know, just create the best to my knowledge and to my taste. Pause, and then hopefully, you know, people like you and other individuals kind of enjoy it. So, you know, I'm just trying to, like, you know, create the best piece of pie that I can for everyone to kind of get a slice of it.
Great answer, man. Great answer. You know, it's good to have people that really appreciate your hard work and what you do, man. You know, we don't do this for our work to go unnoticed. You know, it does feel good to especially receive flowers and get praise from your peers, man.
Yeah, big shout out to France, yo.
Yeah, shout out, man. That's what's up, man.
That's all love, baby. I appreciate you, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. You have a good night, brother.
You too, brother.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man, and that's part of it. Like, you know, when what you do get recognized, man, it does make you feel good. You know, it gives you a sense of you know, comfortability. It gives you motivation to want to keep going and keep driving harder and pushing harder, man. And you know, what you've built with your brand, man, is phenomenal. You know, it's what every artist should aim to do with their career. You know, everyone should be tearing a page out of Preme notebook saying, you know,
oh man,
yeah,
that.
like this is what I'm gonna follow his blueprint. You know, make it your own though. You know, not to say be a copycat of Preme, but take note at what you do, how you go about your business, how you push yourself, and that, I think that will carry them a long ways. We got another call on the line. Caller, please state your name and where you're calling from. Oh, I'm sorry. Say that one more time. Hold up. Why are we not here? Okay, I think we can hear now. Caller, please state your name and where you're calling from.
This is Rose, and I'm from Tampa.
Rose, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, thank you.
That's great. Thank you for calling in the No Chaser Live Talk podcast. You got a question for Preme?
Yeah, I just want to know when are we going to see him on the big stages and, maybe making some big festivals, maybe some Coachella, something like that, Rolling Loud.
Ah, cool. You know what, bro? I can see you on Rolling Loud.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
I can definitely see you on Rolling Loud, man. That's something that we're gonna talk that shit up. We're gonna
in time. Right now we got the Christmas party here in Crowbar. And then next year we're gonna do a lot more traveling. The thing is, I wanna make sure that we keep our integrity with the band. So a lot of these stages, I mean, Coachella is very, very possible for next year, but since they don't really have the amenities to make sure the bands get there, it's just I just feel like by giving you guys the full essence of the music. So, but I mean, definitely tap in with me, and we have a lot of things going on. We do a live Tiny Desk performance that's going to have drinks and food and amenities and free merch and stuff like that. So, just with the journey, we're going to get there though. I know,
absolutely.
I know we're definitely going to get there. I know the guys over out there like Wilson and all those guys from Rolling Loud, but with them not having me be able to perform in my band the way I need to perform, I feel like it's just cheating everybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm really big on just providing
everything come with time. Mm-hmm. Everything come with time, and it'll happen.
Yeah.
But thank you for calling in, though. What's your name again?
Rose.
Rose.
It's Rose, yeah.
Right. So RAUSE.
No, Rose like ROSE, like the rose that grew from concrete.
No.
She's like Rose.
It's RELZ.
RELZ.
Rose. Okay.
I know. I heard that RA.
Right, that's dope.
Thank you for calling. I definitely appreciate you. Make sure that you tap in with me in the DM so I can make sure you come to our Christmas show for free. So I got you. Take care of you.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you on the big stage, man.
Appreciate you.
All right.
How was you did Gasparilla, right?
Yeah, so we did Gasparilla a couple of times,
Right.
Shout out to GMF for real.
Yeah, man, that was dope. I seen you on that headline. I was like, look at Preme, man. They was promoting the hell out of you on that, man.
No, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, we've been blessed with, when it comes to them because the first time we did a show there, we had the whole stadium rocking over there at the amphitheater, and since then, it's just always been what's the next thing? And I always appreciate them for doing that because that was a time when Nas was here. So to be, an opener for Nas was kind of crazy.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, then we did GMF again the following year and the following year. And then, GMF turned into us doing the St. Pete Pier when we were open for G-Eazy. So that show was that was the most lit personal show ever because I mean we had we performed for 8,000 in Alabama, but they didn't know who I was and they didn't understand. But in St. Pete is when we was done performance and we came down, they was just I know you. I bought this shirt. So even till today, even big shouts to he's a photographer. He bought 3 shirts from us, and at that time, you know what I'm saying, shit went up. So shirts was $35, $40. He didn't give a fuck. He was I got this shit, and I saw him not too long ago at another show, and he had the show. I'm like, bro, listen, for a year, you're good, bro. Right. Don't ever pay for the show again. He's like, no, right, I'm a photographer. Oh, I remember. We did the Rock the Vote.
Okay.
He popped up.
Okay.
I'm just like, bro, what? He's like, yeah, I'm here, bro. I am following you. Trust me. I'm like, holy shit.
That's what's
so
up.
You never know who you impact and stuff like that. So, I try to make sure that we stay very clean as a whistle when it comes to our motivation and emotions, and just making sure that we do the things that are going to propel the city of Tampa.
There you go, man. And it's recognizing you're not too big to acknowledge and recognize those that's paying homage to you. Like this guy, he's out, and you're acknowledging the fact that you're seeing his face constantly at the show. This guy is repping your brand. And you're taking notice of that, and that's the love. That's what he'll never forget,
G-Eazy showed a lot of love. Phony People, they opened, and then his guitar player was like, yo, your band is really dope, so on and so forth. So for me, it's having my peers, show love. That's what it's all about.
We got another call on the line.
3 calls. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is a New York area code. Thank you for calling in to Love. I'm saying Love.
You gotta take a shot for that.
I
man.
know, right? Thank you for calling in to No Chaser Live Talk Podcast. Who is the caller? Say your name and where you calling from.
What's going on? It's Rav calling in and say what's going on with y'all.
Salute,
I've been
Raz.
listening for like the last month and a half, but I know I've been to a Pusha Preme show, and I'm hearing him on there, so I want to call in and say what's up.
That's what's up,
Rap,
man.
what's going on, man? How you doing?
Living, man. How y'all doing?
Blessed, man. We great. We're in a good position, and I'm thankful to have my brother here tonight chopping it up with me. You know.
Yes, sir. Just living it through one day at a time. So you say you went to a so what was the experience at that show?
I have not. I think. How was the best way to put it? I think. What was it? Not last year. Was it last? Yeah, last year I went to Kevin Gates at the Ritz, and that shit was fire. The energy was there, the emotions was there, and that's what was like. I was like, all right, bet that was a great show. And then my wifey took me to the Push concert, and I was like, all right, we here. No, one or two joints because on Afro beats, and wifey's on that, but I'm not really on that. But when I tell you, the live performance was next level.
Appreciate
like
that.
he belonged there.
Facts.
Like he belonged there. And I mean, I personally, as somebody who's lived on the outside of the world and somebody who's also lived, inside state, inside life, that shit was real.
I
That
appreciate
shit was real.
Hell yeah. Especially being, compared to Kevin Gates, who's like, he's very emotional. Like, he knows his sound. So, I just hope to get that comfortable to where, I have like a template for it. So I definitely appreciate you for coming to the show. Make sure, definitely contact me. You know what I mean? So I can make sure that you straight for the next show.
Hey, and I'm not the only one feel that way about the show. He just said the same thing I said earlier, is the energy. Like, the energy is crazy, man, when you put on. So, and this brother just came in and said the same thing. So, you definitely
And
got
honestly,
something.
I'm from up north, so not being from down here, not being from down here, and then coming down during COVID, hearing a couple joints. I'm the type of nigga, I support local. I buy local. I wear local joints. I listen to local. To me, that's what's up. That's what needs to be done.
True supporter. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, what's the next move? That's my question. What's the next move from here? Because when all these big heads come down here, that's out there, platinum records, big labels, big machine behind them, they come through, they come down here, they sell all these, seats out, but you don't hear them you ain't gonna hear them on a podcast. You're not gonna hear them you're not gonna hear them with buckwheat. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna hear them you're not gonna hear them on any radio station, to be honest. But they come down here and they eat
like a motherfucker, boy.
Like, what's good with that? So, do you know? Do you have a plan? Do you have ideas?
No, definitely. I think the thing is this though, right? The demographic here in Tampa, right? They have individuals that they like. So when like somebody like a Sexy Red, right? Let's give that example. She comes to Emily, she's gonna do well. you know what I'm saying, or a Kodak, she's gonna do well. But the thing is, it's up to, you know, us as the artists to make sure that we make sure the content, the music that we're creating fits their lifestyle. So for me, I have to make sure that, you know, and that's what I'm focusing on for next year, is that we're traveling so we can influence the Miami market and stuff like that nature. Because the thing about Tampa has their own identity, but sometimes they need a co-sign before they like something. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it happen with Doechii. Doechii was here.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So once they get that co-sign, and it's like, okay, I can fuck with him, that I'm cool, then we in there. So, you know, we've done a great job with our band for the most part, you know, even able to, you know, touch people like yourself, right? So the thing is now is like, how do we take it on a global level? And if it's going to just take us just traveling. So, you know, I didn't want to travel because I was just like, everyone that gives up on Tampa and they leave, but I understand that I have to leave, you know what I mean? Like me and Young Dread spoke about it today, and he's like, the reason why I'm Young Dread that you see today, because I had 2 Euro tours, you know what I'm saying? I went to Europe twice, and now they fuck with me. But before you was here, Preem, I was you. I did everything, my shows, started a label. He did everything I did. So he's like, I'm telling you, like, I know you love the Tampa will win thing. You could do all the ads in the world, bro. But this particular city is a city that's like, show me you're great, and I may come out there. Now, somebody like Rod Wave is a little different, right? But me doing shows in St. Pete, people are different. Tampa is a little bit more privileged.
I saw Rod Wave. I saw Rod Wave at Kennedy back when Kennedy was open.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me myself personally. I live here. I eat here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I eat here now. If I don't know what y'all doing, but I feel like Tampa should just shut it down. Nobody eats.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody eats. Nobody nothing, because you know what? Y'all coming here, y'all making all that bread,
mm-hmm.
and y'all not doing nothing for y'all do nothing for the neighborhood. Y'all do nothing for the city.
See, the thing is, it's like, it's such a huge misconception, because when Rod Wave does it, he does it on a huge spectrum after he gets the bread. So he could do like, hey guys, I'm going to be at the Circle K and pay for everybody's gas. But the thing about
no, I'm not talking about Rod Wave. I'm talking about just on a level of like radio.
Oh yeah, I mean,
whatever sets, you know, y'all come through, y'all be at, like, for instance, this part. Why is this not on the Real Tampa feed? Why is the podcast not on the Real Tampa feed?
We gonna make it.
I could go on IG right now and be like, and scroll down, and you'll see some regular BS on the Real Tampa feed.
It's a market thing, you know what I mean?
Right,
so the thing is, like, we need, like, this is great, because how you feel is like, now when I take this clip and I put out there, people react towards it, and that's what's going to get it going. It's like, we just need more people to just be honest with how they feeling. And be like, it's okay to be like, I don't fuck with this type shit no more. It's okay, like,
right.
you know.
And I get exactly what he's saying. Not to cut you off, I feel the same way he feels. You know, I think that our expectations are low, and I feel like what entertains a lot of people, you know, are you know, I think we look other places to get what we got right here in our own backyard.
Facts.
You know, there's no other podcast out here in the city that's doing what No Chaser's doing, you know,
Facts.
Bringing you the Pusha Premes. Hell, I got the guy that created Rap City in the Basement on BET.
And Spaceship as well, too.
DJ Spaceship. You know, the caliber of content that I'm putting in front of people, and a lot of times people are just looking at it and don't even realize what's in front of them. So, you know, you're right. Why this is not trending and threatening on, you know, all the Tampa fees and the things that's out there? That's a question that I can't answer. You know, and we're gonna figure it out. But you know, we're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep putting great content in front of these people and showing these people that we have the same as what you going elsewhere to look for.
That's facts. And it just comes down to just making sure that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I got a good relationship with them, you know what I'm saying, with J-Rod and Tampa. And we're going to make sure we take the clips from here and we'll put out there and see if people feel the same kind of way. So, you know, the internet right now is in a weird place where it's like gossip rules everything. So,
Right.
you know, it's going to reach how they reach it. Like, it's like the one thing I have to compare it to is like the Jay-Z and Nas, right? Like, Jay-Z was like the flashy artist, stuff like that, but Nas was always like to keep it real and grounded. And, you know, in retrospect, Nas is still putting out records till today. You know,
Right.
like Kings is Dead 1, 2, and he's revered. You know, Nas linked up with Hennessy and, you know, opened that Channel 2 LeBron and you know, and congratulated Kendrick and stuff like that. So like everything's gonna be the way like God said it to be. But you calling in was a part of that plan, because now I can be like a little bit more focused on that. So I definitely appreciate you for calling in.
Definitely appreciate you, brother, and we appreciate your input.
I mean, that's like I said, I hear what y'all are saying, but I don't think y'all are understanding what I'm saying. No chasing. What's going on? How do I put this? There are. I'm trying to be articulate about the shit.
Nah, be yourself, man. You need Mavis Beacon.
When y'all had DJ Pun, right?
Mm-hmm.
What, like, it shouldn't have just been y'all. The other DJs who are, whether they be nationally syndicated or locally syndicated or things like that, I feel like there is no presence. There is not presence. There is no community for as much revenue as this city generates. Like, we don't even, like, they ain't even no commission out here.
A little bit. Like, you know, I think everything is a little bit separated, right? So like, you know, Grand Fortune has a thing tonight, and they keep with who they know. The thing about the DJs is like a lot of these DJs they're just trying to get that, you know, and any DJ that listen to this, like, you know, I'm not lying, because I talk to you guys like real niggas. It's not enough bread for them to feel like, yo, I want to like be me. So Isaiah Starlin, DJ Zay, he rants about this a lot. It's like, yo, I don't want, if I open as a DJ, I don't want to wait to play Gorilla. I want to play this now. Let the next DJ who's closing play a better song. And the thing is that there's like a hidden etiquette where it's like, no, you can't play these smash hits because when I come, I'm going to play these. It's like, nigga, fuck you, bro.
Right.
Fuck you. And the thing is like, he does it but the thing is he does it and they cut him. They don't book him because there's like this hidden Illuminati DJ shit that's going on right now. And no, I'm glad you're saying it because like it needs to be said, bro. It's like even with, you know, me and Afrobeats, like, you know, I thought there wasn't an Afrobeat market, right? And then DJ Cool put me in the Afrobeat chat with DJs I'd never even heard of. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, y'all have a movement? Yeah. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. A huge movement.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, why is this not being like promoted more? So for me, you know, that's why I don't give up on Tampa, because there's like so much of Tampa that people don't know, because it's like sometimes the color of the skin kind of like segregates where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Some people's like, I'm only going to come to Crowbar because I don't have no famous or popular kicks, or I'm going to go to Water Street because I want to work. But no, fuck that. Tampa is a melting pot of wherever the fuck you want to be, however you want to make it.
Absolutely.
Hell, it's like it's your own alchemist. Once they understand that, because the thing is, when people come here from other states, they love that shit. Philly, New York, they come here and they build their own shit, and they're like, yo, and they taking advantage of the little pockets that we, you know, people that have been here for a while is not taking advantage of, whether it be the technology, whether it be bartending, whether it be barbershops, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you said that, because like, you know, I'm definitely going to go back to them with this rhetoric, because like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? You can't have a bowler room and have all your friends. You have to have a bowler room and reach out to those other DJs that get the shit popping.
Yeah.
Yo.
I apologize if I just, you know,
Nah, I appreciate
I'm more of an aggressive,
bro.
I'm more of an aggressive. I'm definitely more of an aggressive thinker in that case, and I definitely feel like the Tampa market is being overlooked. Like even with like on the sports tip, Ian Beckles, he's a great.
I fuck with Ian Beckles.
Yeah. Shout out to Ian.
Like he's a great commentator. Like freaking, there's so much shit going on, and I know that perhaps the individuals that got shows and stuff, they may not have too much say so, but you know what? There still there's no commission. If everybody got together and was like, I bet, you know what we getting together for? Because we're gonna take a hit right now, but we're gonna make more money later.
Right. Yeah.
But
Preme had to step out for a minute.
Yeah. Anyhow, regardless of that, shouts to you, Push. Like, fellas, y'all are still killing it. Definitely unrecognized.
Most definitely, man. And make sure you share the links, man, and let people know, word of mouth is the greatest promotion out there. Tell a friend, man, and just share it, man. We appreciate it. And just being a fan and being a supporter of what's real out here, man. We appreciate it. And I want to thank you for calling in tonight. And we salute you, man. This is what we do it for. We do it for the people, man, and we're glad that you guys are paying attention and watching.
Definitely paying attention, definitely watching, and very hands off, but like some aggression needs to be taken.
Right.
Think about it. Just think about it. Y'all cut that pipeline off. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You
What
right.
y'all do? Y'all have a blessed holiday season.
You do the same, my brother. Stay up, man, and have a blessed one. You and your family.
All right, one.
Yes, sir. One.
Line's been blowing up, man. We had like 3 callers call while he was on the line.
Yeah, no, I appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
Man.
I put the little APB out, like, y'all call in, like, I can call in. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
big
man.
shout out to Raph, you know what I mean? He made some valid good points. And,
Right.
Once I got into that Omni piano chat with the other DJs, I'm just like, what the fuck y'all niggas is doing on XYZ?
Right.
So I'll just book all you guys and we just make an event. Because the thing is, just like, they get segregated. Y'all don't know it. Y'all getting segregated. You're here, you're there. And you're not building, like a following. You used to be a DJ, and I get it. Like, you get the bread, but it's like, there's so much more to it. Like, we could build a movement, and that's all I've been about. You know what I mean? Like a Hooch and Hive joint.
Yeah.
Me.
So is it true Hooch and Hive is closed?
Nah, it ain't closed.
It's not closed?
Nah, hell
okay,
nah.
I don't know where I heard that from, man.
Nah, not Hooch and Hive. Nah.
Oh, okay. That's a dope spot, man. Very dope spot.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So
they show love to me, so I always show love to them. And then, we're working with Flippin' Fries, so we could do the event over there with the chapel and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, not hearing him say that is just like it got my mind spinning right now. I've been talking to DJC Nasty. He's been telling me how, his ideas and his plans, and I just feel like we all just got to get together and everyone talk their plans and we just put it like. What's stopping everybody from doing this? A venue?
Right.
Hell no, man. We booked the venue. We fucking
book the
do
venue and make the money ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we know a few dope venues. So that's the easy part.
I think people don't know people. So it's just like, oh well, he gets this paid this, so he probably greedy on. Nah, the thing is like he might take a $50 pay cut, but if you give him merch or you give him part of the bar,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Or you're like, hey. If you buy this open bar ticket, you get you know what I'm saying? There's just so many different ways. You know
so many ways. Yeah, definitely that. Man. Yeah, I definitely took, what he said, it's definitely some things to think about and, and it's good to hear people that, kind of feel the way they feel about certain things, man. That's
facts, man.
Yeah, so, you got to.
I mean, it might be a thing to where it's like when you do the interviews, you have one DJ, one artist, and then boom, you know what I mean? Right. Now, that can cause some smoke. Someone's like, you're not playing my song. And then he might be like, because you're not fucking popping. But they gotta hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
if you don't got at least, if this weekend, if you don't got at least 2 venues if you don't got 2 venues that's not playing your music, then you're not popping.
You're not popping.
At least 2.
Right. Exactly.
There's not that many in Tampa.
Exactly. Yep. 2.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
I have 2, but it's not about me. I'm just
Right.
saying, if you don't have 2,
Right.
then you shouldn't be complaining about shit.
Shit at all.
Cause there's a bunch of niggas here. If you pay them, they'll play your shit.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if you're not,
If you're not popping, you ain't gonna do it.
and that's okay. It's just like you have to just like figure out what your niche and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm somebody where I don't really like to be in the club, to be honest with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've lived that life. I've been a promoter. I've done that shit. So for me, it's like
Yeah.
deja vu.
Right. And a beautiful thing is when your records can get spent and you ain't nowhere near that spot. When
Facts.
people call you, hey yo, bro, I'm in the club. Look, listen what they playing in the background.
Facts.
And you
Yo,
hear your shit.
Shizm is Shizm has done that
man,
for me.
that's my guy.
For real.
dog.
DC had hit me up and he's like, damn, man.
Shout out to DC,
Yeah,
man.
DC was like, damn, you know how you talk.
Yeah.
Man, they got you played out here. Damn, you lit. You a candlestick, Jack. Had me dying, bro. Like, and the thing is, I've known this from high school, so he's always been fucking funny like
Yeah,
that. So
man,
seeing
he's hilarious.
His comedy shit pop up is so dope, man.
Yeah.
Shout out DC 813, man.
He was on the second episode I did. Yep. Very first episode we shot, man. He sat
saw it.
right there in that damn chair. Right. I was like, yeah, he's funny as fuck, man. And
Always, yo.
And he's
Since
on
high
my
school.
first album, The No Setbacks.
He can rap.
Gave me a great feature. Yeah.
Yeah, he can fucking rap.
Yeah, rap his ass off. Yeah, that's my guy.
Don't be fool. He can rap.
Yeah.
Check it out.
That's my boy, man. But listen, man, it's been great having you in the building tonight,
you, man.
We definitely got to do this again. It's a pleasure, man. We chopped it up. We dissected
We
a
should,
lot.
we should do it, and like I'll play you the EP that we're gonna be doing. We have like a super dope listening party experience, and then
We could do something like that, like a live shoot where it's more musically centered, where we got showing like us creating or just listening and vibing and do like that.
We could do that. We could do that. We could bring some extra guests. We could bring
extra guests.
Wild Child. That's my producer. We could bring Randy.
like a pop up style, but we do it in a controlled environment. Yeah, I like that idea, man. Let's run it.
Let's run it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You heard
brother.
it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first, man. Well, listen, we're going to get out of here, man. It was great having you guys tuned in tonight. You know what I'm saying? This is No Chaser Live Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Remy Roe. Got my guy, Pusha Preme, and we finna get back to it. You understand me? One love. Peace.
Gotta be safe, y'all. 1.